In this video, we will talk about 17 goals that concern all of us and aim to improve people's lives around the world. These goals are called the Sustainable Development Goals. These goals exist to end poverty, protect our planet, and ensure a better future for everyone. These 17 goals were set by the United Nations in 2015. The aim is to make our world more livable by the year 2030. Before getting to know these goals one by one, let's first take a look at what sustainability means. Sustainability means trying to secure the future of people, animals, and plants, that is, all living beings, by protecting nature and our resources. In other words, it is about meeting our needs today while making sure that future generations can also meet theirs. While doing this, we pay attention to not overconsume natural resources, such as water, air, soil, and energy, to produce less waste, to support recycling, and to live in ways that do not harm the environment. The United Nations' 17 Sustainable Development Goals were established to spread the concept of sustainability around the world through concrete targets and indicators. Therefore, these goals encompass not only the environmental dimension of sustainability, but also its economic and social aspects. Sustainability is not only about protecting nature, but also about improving people's living conditions, such as education, health, and income equality, and achieving economic growth without harming the environment. The UN Sustainable Development Goals are the practical plan that reflects this comprehensive perspective. The Sustainable Development Goals aim to strike a balance between environmental, social, and economic objectives. This balance is the essence of sustainability. So, what are these goals? 1. No poverty, a life where everyone can meet their basic needs. 2. Zero hunger, ensuring everyone in the world has access to enough healthy food. 3. Good health and well-being, increasing access to health care and reducing diseases. 4. Quality education, access to inclusive, quality education throughout life. 5. Gender equality, equal rights for girls and boys, women and men. 6. Clean water and sanitation, improving access to clean drinking water, hygiene, and infrastructure. 7. Affordable and clean energy, promoting the use of renewable energy sources. 8. Decent work and economic growth, providing dignified job opportunities and economic development for all. 9. Industry, innovation, and infrastructure, building sustainable industry through technology and innovation. 10. Reduced inequalities, reducing income and opportunity inequalities. 11th. Sustainable cities and communities, creating healthy, safe, and sustainable cities. 12th. Responsible consumption and production, reducing waste, recycling, and using resources efficiently. 13. Climate action, fighting global warming and climate change. 14. Life below water, protecting marine life in oceans and other water bodies. 15. Life on land, preserving forests, mountains, soil, and biodiversity. 16. Peace, justice, and strong institutions, ensuring peace and justice for everyone. 17. Partnerships for the goals, achieving these goals through global cooperation. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals guide us in turning sustainability into practical steps. While the goals help us see the big picture, we can choose which areas to focus on in our daily lives, school projects, and community efforts. Let's talk about the guidance of the Sustainable Development Goals in daily life. First, let's take a look at the conscious use of resources. Sustainable Development Goal 12, Responsible Consumption and Production, encourages actions such as using water and electricity efficiently at home, recycling waste, and consuming as little plastic bags or disposable products as possible. Sustainable Development Goal 13, Climate Action, might suggest walking or biking for short distances to reduce the use of fossil fuels in transportation. Conscious shopping and eating, avoiding food waste. Sustainable Development Goal 2, Zero Hunger, and consuming locally and seasonally produced food, which results in lower carbon emissions, are tangible contributions to sustainability. How can Sustainable Development Goals be implemented in school projects? When defining the project topic, which Sustainable Development Goals will you aim to address or improve upon? For example, will you create a project focused on renewable energy? Goal 7, affordable and clean energy? Or is your goal to raise awareness about climate change? Goal 13, climate action? In this way, you can clarify the main purpose of the project by directly linking it to one of the Sustainable Development Goals. Making the goals tangible is an important step. It is an important step to make the goals concrete. By saying, "We plan to reduce waste by 10% with our project," you can set measurable goals by referencing Sustainable Development Goal 12. In the end, you can present data such as how much waste was recycled or how much savings were achieved. Classroom applications can also be carried out in line with these goals. Activities such as separating recycling bins for different types of waste, plastic, paper, metal, etc., composting organic waste to return it to the soil, and organizing an awareness campaign to reduce the school's energy consumption, e.g., not leaving lights on unnecessarily, are examples of actions that cover different dimensions of the Sustainable Development Goals, such as Goals 12 and 13. So, what could be the impact of the Sustainable Development Goals in social projects? Volunteering and social responsibility. Activities related to helping people with disabilities or the elderly, in line with Goal 1, No Poverty, and organized under Goal 10, Reduced Inequalities, not only raise awareness, but also strengthen social solidarity. Community gardens or urban projects, creating ecological gardens in your neighborhood school area, and organizing tree planting campaigns create activities that the local community can participate in line with Goal 15, Life on Land. On a broader scale, it is possible to implement large projects by collaborating with local governments, covering Goal 17 partnerships for the goal. How can we use the Sustainable Development Goals when evaluating projects? At the end of any event or project, it would be very helpful to ask the following questions. Which Sustainable Development Goals were most affected or supported? Can we measure the improvement, impact we aimed for? For example, amount of waste collected, water, energy saved, etc. Are the outcomes or results of the project sustainable? In other words, will the impact continue even after the project ends? Such questions transform our efforts from being mere one-time activities into initiatives that create lasting impact. The Sustainable Development Goals act as a guiding compass to bring sustainability to life. Determining which area you want to focus on, setting achievable and measurable goals, and then evaluating the results to make improvements helps transform sustainability into reality at every level, from daily life to community projects.